We got a call from someone that was very, very distressed, and they believed that they had a 1.5 million tax debt due to some structuring and due to some loans, which we could put them in a payment plan. They were about to remortgage their house. They were looking at potentially selling their house to stop the recovery action. Our team spoke to them. We sent them across to you guys. And the outcome with some structuring and how that debt is going to be dealt with has reduced the debt down to about 150,000, which is amazing.
Yeah, well, exactly right. So a lot of the time, you're right. Clients don't know what they don't know, and if they're not getting the right
Yeah.
advice, if they're seeing a piece of paper or if they're seeing something from their advisors to say this is what the debt is, they're not going to know any different. But it takes somebody like us to actually put that time in and be able to explain that and understand what's actually going on here, and if there's a change in, if we can do something in terms of the structure or in terms of the way everything is scoped
Yeah.
out, like you've said with this example, the debt has significantly 90% reduced to what they actually owe, which is ridiculous. They're much happier now that they know, okay, if I've got a question, I can go to Bellmonts. They'll answer my query, they'll get back to me promptly, or they'll pick up my phone call, and I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to sit there and stress myself and try and work out what the answer is supposed to be. And just being that support network for our clients is big, because at the end of the day, they've got bigger fish to fry in their business. They're trying to run a business and make sure they're growing their own brand. And this other stuff and the advisory, they need a lot of the time support around that. And they're not accountants. They're not a lot of the time equipped to understand exactly what's going on. So that's where we need to provide that knowledge and that breakdown for them so that they can feel comfortable with exactly what's running day to day.
And that's also, I suppose, how we interact with accountants as well a lot. I always talk about specialists, and sticking to your lane. So we help a lot of tradies as well that are brilliant at building houses or fences or concreting. I wouldn't know where to start at tiling. Sort of that's where you come in with that business advisory piece, because they're not brilliant at running their business. And then that's where we come in, because we deal with the tax debt all day, every day. You're trying to do the compliance and that sort of thing. So it's really using all of the right specialists, I suppose, to build the house in the end, really, if you're looking at that analogy.
Yeah, exactly right. So there's every business needs sort of a different type of niche support. So you guys take care of that and put them on that structured tax payment arrangement to make sure they're not going to go under, and if the business is salvageable, a lot of the times the businesses are salvageable, that you don't need to just liquidate like you said. If the clients have got advisors like us, and they've got people like yourselves that are sort of navigating them on the right path, then they can feel
Yeah.
comfortable doing what they have to do, stick to doing what they know, and everything else will sort of fall out from that.
We often get asked, I'm just going to throw this question at you. We often get asked, oh, but my accountant's worried you'll steal the client. So how would you respond to that if someone said, well, will tax assure steal your clients? What would your answer to that be as an accountant?
Well, first of all, because I know you're not an accountant, so you
Yes.
literally can't steal the clients. But no, it's not about stealing clients. At the end of the day, we're all here to service the clients to the best of our ability, and you're only going to service them with the skill set that you and your team have. When someone says something like that, yeah, they obviously don't understand what you guys probably do, number one, but it's not about that. It's about getting the best solution for the client, and if that's sticking to what you're doing and sticking to what we're doing, that's exactly how we work well together, and why that relationship and that sort of cohabitation.
Yeah, absolutely. And often I use the GP analogy, that the accountants are similar to a GP and we're like the specialists. So if you smash your knee, you don't want the GP cutting into your knee. But if your GP sends you to an amazing surgeon, and I'm sure you've seen this, your clients are forever grateful to you for the recommendation because someone's fixed it.
Well, absolutely, and we love that conversation with our clients when we know we've sent them off to somebody who has helped them, and someone is given them the right sort of solution. That's great for us, and that's where our relationship works really well, because we obviously trust each other. We know that we're going to get the service that our client's going to be happy with, and we want to make sure that we're giving the best possible people to our clients to do what we need to do. And like you said, the GP analogy is perfect. there's going to be specialized areas where we're not qualified or able to help with. And it's the same thing if we're trying to get a client some financial planning advice. We're not qualified to give financial planning advice. We would refer that to somebody who could. So it's all about sticking to your sort of your niche, and that's exactly what we do.
We've got another new matter at the moment that's just come in where the wife has done all the bookkeeping, got a bit behind, there hasn't been lodgements, there's debt. What's your recommendation, and what would you say to someone that's not sleeping, that's a bit embarrassed, that has no idea where to start at the moment if they've got outstanding lodgements and they don't feel that they've got an advisor that they can just pick up the phone and go, hey, can you help?
Yeah, so first of all, there's nothing obviously to be embarrassed about. These things can happen for a multitude of reasons, but I would say to that particular client that they need someone to support them and someone to sort of walk them through what needs to be done. And we're here to service clients and service businesses and make sure that their business can continue to prosper without having to worry about and stress about lodgements or stress about debts. That's essentially what we want to do for them.
Yeah.